Welcome to your Cochrane right now. This is a weekly podcast all about the best town in the entire world, Cochrane, Alberta. My name's Eric Ruddle, joined by Lauren Meister after a short hiatus because we both went on vacation. You went to the rip-roaring province of Saskatchewan.
Well, yeah.
I went to
obviously.
BC, and I just got to ask, when you finally come back to town and you drive in, you get to see it with fresh eyes. What's the one thing that, you notice about our town?
Well, maybe not necessarily our town, but as soon as you come back to Alberta from Saskatchewan, the highways are better.
Nice.
They're bigger. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I love Saskatchewan. I absolutely do. But people just move faster in this province too. It's true. Everybody's always in a hurry here.
Yeah.
So as soon as you come back, it's just faster paced. So it was nice to go back to Saskatchewan and just kind of slow it down for a couple of days, which was good. But
Go the speed limit.
I also like to live at a fast pace.
Nice.
So it was nice to come back.
Yeah. For us, it was just coming down the hill and actually seeing it for the first time in 10 days. You're like, this is a very beautiful place, right?
Yeah.
So many times we have people over and they're like, you live in such a nice town. And you're like, yeah, it's great, but it's lost on us, right? Seeing the mountains every day and all that stuff. So, and of course, my kids, as soon as we were coming down the 1A, they're like, is the new park open? The park, can we stop? It was 9:30 at night. No, we're not stopping. But yeah, the new-ish, half new,
revamped, revitalized.
at the Centennial Park.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the big question is, though, now, what is everybody going to call it? Are we just going to call it the Centennial Park? Because it's not red anymore.
No, it is no longer the Spider-Man Park. It
Red
is
Park.
now the Sonic Park.
Says who? Just
My
you?
kids. My
Your
kids went yesterday, and they were playing on it. It's the Sonic Park.
So they just came up with that name?
Yes.
Or did you have
I
some
didn't
influence?
even go. I haven't been yet.
Yeah,
My
but you
wife
didn't.
took 'em.
You've seen photos, though. You didn't
Yes.
influence
No.
them at all.
No, not
Come
at all.
on.
Mm-mm.
Really?
No. So it's now the Sonic the Hedgehog Centennial Park.
Yeah. Is there a plaque?
Exactly. Yes, we're going to
should
put
be.
a statue of the hedgehog right in the middle of the park. But it's pretty cool. It's nice. I was fully updated and all that stuff. But one major comment my wife had after playing at it is man, it's really cool that it's updated. But it was already very accessible before.
Right.
So it might have been nice to have another one. But hey, we're not complaining. A new playground's new
For sure. And this is one of the most popular parks in town.
yeah.
I mean, we've already talked about the fact that the parking lot's really close by. There's bathrooms there, the skating rink's right there. It's a good central spot because we know how spread out Cochrane is. So if you have one friend in Sunset, one friend over in Fireside, it's a good meeting spot to meet, with friends and kids and whatnot. So it's just, I haven't been there yet with my kids, but I'll have to go check it out. But I don't think I want to call it the Sonic Park, though. I feel like that's...
It's the Blue Park.
I don't know.
Kids don't call it the Sonic. Why not?
Know.
It's so fun and it's fast and
it's fast. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
The Blueberry Park.
Blueberry. That's fun. That's cute. I don't know. I feel like I need to be there.
Okay.
Maybe it'll warm
There you
on
go.
me when I get
Take
there.
your kids.
Yeah.
Walk around and be like,
we'll see.
Sonic Park.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to it, though.
And I have a shocking confession.
Oh.
I have been in Cochrane my whole life. Never been to the Outhouse Races.
What?
Never once.
That's sad.
Well, I guess I'll have my chance this year.
Yes, because we are going to. I feel like we talked about this last year that we were officially going to be in the Outhouse Races, but then they were canceled. But they're not going to be canceled this year. It's going to be happening August 28th.
Yeah,
it's
so
Sunday in August.
A month-ish from now.
Yeah.
Which gives you lots of time to build an outhouse. And here at Cochrane now, Lauren and myself, we started when it became a radio station. But before then, it was a news site and all that stuff. So there was people working here. And at one point, we got half an outhouse donated to us from the Cochrane High kids.
Yeah.
So we started, there was no outhouse races taken out at the knees due to the pandemic. And then last year it was a go.
Yeah.
So we went into these bushes outside and we found this outhouse. And I don't know how people are building these devices because we sat down and we're like, let's figure out how to build it. You need wheels and paint.
And there's certain criteria too.
Yes,
I mean,
especially now since the last time we did it, there was
the incident.
Yeah.
But you need there's certain things you need a toilet seat and you need toilet paper and whatnot too. Like otherwise you're disqualified from my understanding. Like there's certain rules. Plus, I mean, we are going to be in this to win it, right? Yeah. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Like we're training.
Oh, yes, obviously we are.
What?
So we want to make sure that we have like the lightest material. So the outhouse that we had hidden in the bushes,
solid. 10-year-old wood.
I feel like it was probably like a legit old outhouse from like the early 1900s. Like this thing, like a tornado wouldn't lift this thing up. So I feel like maybe there's better materials that it could be built with that would be slightly lighter. Yeah. So I feel like maybe we need to investigate. There's got to be somebody here in the Cochrane area that could do a better job.
And usually from the photos I've seen, you need like a 5-person team running it.
Yes.
So would you rather be a runner or like the sitter?
I don't know. I think I'd like to sit. I think that'd be fun.
You want to put your life in the hands of
put a helmet on.
4 coworkers here at Cochrane now.
Yeah, I would do either. Honestly, I think either would be fun. What about you?
I think I'd go the running path. Yeah. Because if something goes horribly wrong, it's like, oh no, Lauren.
I'm crashing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but you're going to be protected by your outhouse, though. You got like a perimeter.
That we built. Yes. Put together with staples and zip ties. But that's really cool.
We do have Connor the intern.
Connor the intern.
Yeah, like we have this intern who's here, of course, all summer long. And he's been our resident handyman. Like he's from Saskatchewan, which is always a good thing. And the first time something went wrong here at the station, he's like, no big deal, I'll help you out. I'm going up to my truck. I got a whole toolbox out there.
Yeah, because we did not have a screwdriver in the house here. So
why would we?
Yeah, of course not. So anyone can enter this, right? Like you can make a team and it's a bunch of businesses. And I'm really excited to go this year because you got to imagine, one, events are bigger than ever, right? So just lining the streets. Is it going to be downtown? Do we know?
I assume so. We don't really know for sure, but I think it's going to be, it'll be fun though. Like they typically get like thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've been a few times. It's pretty fun.
Okay, I'll hold you to it. The Outhouse Races are back and mosquitoes have also returned to town. It's funny because my kids, over the past 2 years, there hasn't been many mosquitoes in town, right? We've been spoiled. So now they're getting bit and they don't understand what this is.
Totally.
They're like, why is this so itchy, Dad?
Yeah. What is this red bump?
Yeah, exactly, right?
My kids are in the same boat too. Like we're pretty spoiled here in Cochrane. Like we don't typically get mosquitoes. So this year, maybe they're just where they're at typically, but they seem way worse this year. And I've been bathing my kids in Afterbite.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, my kids didn't even really know the smell of like bug spray until this year. They're like, this isn't sunscreen, Dad. Please stop.
This stinks.
But we talked to the resident bug guy.
Yeah, he's the bug man.
Bug man. Bugs are his jam is kind of his tagline.
That's his slogan.
But, he's up in Old College there. And he said, no, it's not just in our heads. They are nasty this year.
Yeah, so he's basically saying that because we got so much water in a short period of time and the ground was dry, the water pooled in areas and then that made like the perfect breeding ground for all the mosquitoes. Great. But we're on a stretch right now with really warm, sunny weather. So fingers crossed that this is going to help dissipate some of those mosquitoes because they don't like the warm, sunny weather.
Oh, good. Yeah, bring on the sunshine.
Get ready here. We don't want those bugs.
And while I was away, there was some really cool young athletes doing lots of cool stuff, including a BMXing teenager. Of course, Cochrane has quite the BMX community. He is not doing it in Cochrane anymore. He's going to the World Championship in France, right?
Incredible. Joshua Hagel. We had the chance to catch up with him. This is pretty credible too because he qualified a couple of years ago. Okay. And he was supposed to go, I believe, someplace in the States and then another place in Europe. But then both of those world championships, those were canceled because of COVID. So he had a couple different opportunities over the last couple of years. But anyway, he is going this year. It's going to be happening. But he's just a teenager. Like he's just a kid. Could you imagine being that good at your sport at that young age and you're going way across the world to compete?
Yeah, at that age, I was not going across the world to compete.
Are you now?
No,
at this age?
Maybe. I don't know. Give me a BMX bike. We'll see what happens. And maybe he'd show me a thing or two. But that's really cool. Yeah. And I know all these sports, it's kind of awesome during this time of year because there's a shift, right? During the fall, it's all hockey and that kind of stuff. And right now, it's it's the sports that don't normally get all the spotlight,
Yeah.
like BMXing. So it's really cool to see kids going this far right now in town.
Cool.
And I think that's everything that's been going on in Cochrane.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, you can grab this podcast on all your favorite podcast services. Please subscribe, like, share, all that jazz. And once again, we'll talk to you again next week.
Yeah.